Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today I want to talk about money management skills and having common sense. And one of the things nowadays you don't see with these modern women is money management skills. They think because they got a job or they make plenty of it that it should be wasted. And then later on in life, they have no retirement plan, nothing to lead on, and end up being homeless and on the streets when they can no longer work. Or they want to depend on their kids to take care of them for the rest of their natural, and that's very selfish. Instead of doing the right thing, managing your money correctly, having enough money to say, hey, if my kids, want to live their life, I'm going to put myself in a home where I can be taken care of until the rest of existence. And they can come visit. Why? Because I don't want to be a burden upon anyone and let them enjoy, their existence. Now, one of the things I was talking about when it came to money management skills is the stupidity of a lot of these modern women. It is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. I was talking to this girl, like I said, in Walmart, and she was a military wife, military spouse. And I'm like, good, y'all stay such and such. I ain't gonna say what post and all that old nonsense because you don't need to know all that. But, I was listening to her and I said, well, it's good to be on post and you're married, so that means that y'all get BAH. And for those who are civilians, BAH is basic, or BHA, basic housing allowance. The only thing you would have to pay if you stay on post is cable and phone. They take care of the rest of your amenities, your bills, and everything else. So basically, you buy your own food. All you got to do is put some cable and pay for your phone, and you damn near got a free house. She said, no, I don't want to do that because we smoke weed. So instead of setting up a financial egg, which you can put away at least one of y'all checks every month until you get out of the military, so that way, if y'all decide that y'all don't want to continue on this career path or you want to leave the military, you have a nest egg started with, somebody's paycheck that they put up every month where you are straight. Basically, a financial cushion until you get to the job that you want to get to. Or you could use that to further your education. But then again, hold up, wait, here's the trap about that. The military pays for that too. So instead of being wise with the money, trying to save it, put it up so that way you could have that financial freedom. What you want to do? No, I don't want to stay here because I can't smoke weed. Somebody tell me, is this generation stupid? And I'm going to use harsh words, so if you don't like harsh words, leave the live because I believe in telling it just like it is. Are y'all stupid? Things come with sacrifices. How do you think these men get hundreds of thousands of dollars? They have to sacrifice something, whether it's time, effort, resources. At the end of the day, in order to make money, you gotta sacrifice. That's why a lot of us are not gonna get to the realm of financial wealth that we want to get to because people are afraid of sacrifice. Something will be sacrificed in order to get to this level of money. Again, perfect situation. You are in the military. You married a nice woman. You can live on post and get BHA, basic house allowance, on top of your check. You ain't got to pay nothing but cable and motherfucking your phone bill and food. Why would you not accept this offer so that way somebody can put something up? So that way, even if you don't want to do the full 3 to 5 year commitment, at least you got a nice nest egg to start off with. You can invest with. You can take that money and put it into stocks, a money mutual account. You can a portfolio, a CD, because y'all be thinking that Negroes are dumb. You know what I'm saying? You could put your money up and make it work for you, and guess what? Or, like I said, get to the point where your bills come out in an allotment. Ain't that comfortability? Ain't that living comfortably? Well, I ain't got to worry about my bills. It comes out in an allotment. I saved up the money while I was in the military. I lived off the BHA. We had the discipline to save. We sacrificed the vices of weed and illicit drugs for a couple of years so that way we can have a financial nest egg for our future and our kids instead of thinking about the immediate gratification? Or am I talking stupid shit? You don't want to stay on post. Get the BHA. Live on that motherfucker where you got to pay nothing in that house but phone and cable because you can't smoke weed. Have I lost my mind? Am I in the twilight zone? If I knew what I knew now, back then, even if I didn't even make sergeant, I still would have been straight. Why? Because I had a good girl at the time. Shouts out to Mrs. Scott from Texas. We could have got married. We could have done, like I said, the BHA, the housing on post. Hey, have the discipline to say, hey, baby, guess what? There's 2 checks coming in. I'm gonna put mines up every month. Mines will automatically go straight to the savings. And then guess what? I'm gonna destroy that card. My check does not exist. We're gonna be straight just off of yours because we're single, we don't have no kids, and we're living on post where all we have to pay is cable and phone and food. And most of the time, guess what? We can go to the DFAC, which is the military cafeteria, and eat for free. So we really ain't got to spend money on food if we don't want to. Get our little knickknacks and little shit, our little clothes here and there, go to our assignments, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, and stack our money. And guess what? If soldiers thought it like this, soldiers, even if they didn't make sergeant, you'd be straight. It's called sacrifice. It's called buckling down. It's called putting that work in. It's called fuck the immediate gratification. I'm thinking about my future. But people don't think like this no more. This right here is a dying thought wave. As a young man and young woman, putting some money up for my future? How mundane? How crazy? This is why it's important to have a wife with money management skills. I'll say it again. That's why it's important to get you a wife with money management skills. Why? Because let's just say us men, we get deployed. See, I'm giving you secrets of the military that I shouldn't be giving you. So listen closely. When you deploy, especially towards the war zone, you get even more pay. And also, some countries, that's tax-free money because you're not on Uncle Sam's soil. So that's tax-free money going back to your account. When you have a smart woman with money management skills that's getting this tax-free money, she's not going to go buy 20-inch rims for the next Negro. She's not worried about buying some Gucci and some bullshit that's actually putting money back into their hands instead of their own. She's putting that money up. She's using what she needs to use. She's saving up. She's scrounging. So that way, later on, when y'all have a goal, or like this, say it like this. This is discipline. This is what they teach in the military. I'm your husband. I go cross seas. You have the discipline to put the money up. So let's say we started out like every other couple started out, broke as hell. Because of your discipline and the way you save and sacrifice, now we got a car. Now we got this. Now we got that. See, what's important about in a relationship is taking care of your necessities first before you play. A smart wife is going to put that money where it needs to be put. Hey, wife, what's going on? I'm way over here in Iraq. What's going on? Okay, check this out. I done went out there and I invested in getting us a car because we didn't have a car. I got tired of using the bus. Da 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 da. Okay, what kind of car you got? Check this out because we just starting off. We got a little starter car. It has a few little this and that, but you know what I'm saying. It's not the fanciest, but with a little bit of work that I sent to the mechanic, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it'll get me from point A to B, so that way we could save even more money and also do side things to put away some money too. Like if you want to go do Grubhub and all that shit, you could do that on the side. But now you have a vehicle. Okay, boom. Snap my fingers like Thanos. One of us in this house is now sergeant. One of us in this house is now staff sergeant or officer. Now we're getting to the bag. Now we're getting to the money. But we didn't forget our discipline and we bought that starter car. So now that you have put some money away, you're starting to get comfortable. You set that nest egg up. So now you can go to the lot and you can demand the car of your dreams. Well, your credit says that you get this. Check this out. I got 10 cash. Wait. You got 10 cash? Wait a minute. Hold on. I got 10 cash. I want that one. What choice do they have? What choice do they have? Well, damn, let me go ahead and sign the paper and finance. I don't want to do all that. I got 10 cash. Slam it. Because you had the discipline to put your money up. As a couple, money management skills is very important, especially nowadays in this economy. You have to have money management skills. A woman that just wants to spend, and spend some more on fruitless shit like Gucci and iPhones, which by the way, outdated by next month, losing value. That's not a woman that you need in your life because she is not smart with the money. Especially, like I said, being a military spouse. Because let's just say the worst happens. Yes, the military is going to give you a portion of his paycheck for the rest of your natural, but he's gone, so a chunk of that money is gone. So the way that you were accustomed to living, you got to now adapt to what these people are about to give you. Yeah, you got the life insurance policy and that in the fork, but that don't last long. Especially if your husband wanted to get put away nice. That's about a $30,000 to $50,000 funeral. Especially with the army coming out doing the gun salute and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's a 30 to 50,000 funeral. Especially, you know what I'm saying, if the body's intact and he wants to be buried in a nice casket. Like my grandfather with the engravement of his name inside the casket, all that, looking sharp in that good tuxedo and all that, that's some money. But let's put that to the side because I don't like talking like that anyway. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is great to have money management skills. Stop thinking that you want to keep up with the Joneses. If you save, sacrifice, and have the discipline to put some money up for, you know what I'm saying, your nest egg and your family, guess what? In your later years, when they come and if y'all still together, y'all can live comfortable. You ain't got to live check by check. When you leave the army, you ain't immediately got to go get a job. Or if you stayed in there long enough and put up enough money with the sacrifice and good money management, you ain't got to work again. You ain't never got to touch another person's job again. You're straight. You can go live in your house and do what you want to do. Financial freedom comes to those who work hard and no sacrifice. Nothing in this world, ladies and gentlemen, is free. You have to sacrifice. You have to work hard for it. That's why I don't get the mentality of these modern women nowadays that thinking that because I'm trying to get with you, I'm supposed to pay all your bills. Check this shit out. Bitch, I don't know you. Let me repeat that sentence. Bitch, I don't know you. We start out courting, which means the getting to know phase. Dating is not what these modern women call dating. Dating is different from courting. Dating is we're in a more comfortable situation. I know you. We're comfortable with each other. We're probably already effing. And we just want to go on a nice night in the town. And we want to see if, you know what I'm saying, these nights on the town can lead into engagement and marriage. This is what dating is. What y'all talking about is courting. In the courting phases, I'm not paying for shit. And I know that's what a lot of women don't want to hear because, you know, they got this mentality of this princess shit. But during the courting phase, fellas, you ain't supposed to be paying for shit. Y'all supposed to be paying together. And then once y'all get into a real relationship, guess what? Let me give you a secret. Grown people pay bills. I'll say it again for those childish ass women. Grown people pay bills. This is the most funniest shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Grown people pay bills. You got your own kids from your own past relationships and shit. I got my own shit. Are we trying to see if we can combine two lives into one? Basically, if you want to use that he that findeth the wife BS goddamn Bible quote, let me give you another one. When we get married, we are one flesh and one mind. That is in Genesis. When we get married, we are of one flesh, one mind. So basically, once we get married, we're supposed to be a hive mind. It is no longer your check, my check. It is a check. It is the family's check. But a lot of you women won't get me with that. Because you think your income is your income, his income is his income. No, it's our income. There's no more his, there's no more hers. It's our income. This is the family's income. Because if you really want to live by the Bible, Christians, one flesh and one mind. Also, he that haveth the evil wife is akin to holding a scorpion by the tail. A whore is a bottomless pit that can never be satiated. We can go on about the Bible, but you're not supposed to Bible bomb. But the only quote that you hear nowadays from these modern women is, he that findeth a wife. My question is, are you a wife? Do you have money management skills? Are you able to sacrifice for the family? Are you able to look past yourself to get the kind of future that you want? Because even men, like I said, that are making plenty of money, had to sacrifice. Hey, Lady T, glad you walked in. I have a question for you. Now, if I was still in the Army, right? And we could get BHA. You know what BHA is, right?
Yes.
Basic Housing Allowance.
Yeah.
Why would you want to live outside of post because you can't smoke weed? And the only bill you have to pay on post is phone and cable. Can't we put away a check?
Every time.
Can't we save? Can't we sacrifice? Can't we pretend that check don't exist
Yeah.
for a couple of years so that way, if I say, baby, I'm tired of this military life,
Let's go.
we can bounce?
That's right.
I don't need to immediately run to the VA.
That's right.
Now, if we want to have fun because I worked hard and we put our checks away, we can travel, have fun, do whatever we want to until we have these kids.
You know this, man.
Why would you want to do? Why would you not want to do this because you can't smoke weed? You don't have enough discipline to put away a vice for a couple of years?
Nope.
All right, go ahead.
Some people don't.
I don't understand it. This is basically life on easy mode. Because on post, y'all don't do shit.
You love your habit.
On
More
post, you don't
than-
do shit. What you do, sweep the sidewalk? Y'all ain't getting motherfucking deployed like that. I was motherfucking on post. Y'all don't get deployed like that. Y'all don't do shit. You might have to do CQ. That's it nowadays. Because we're not really in war times.
I already know.
When I joined 2008, we was in war times, where we was getting deployed in Iraq and all that nonsense. But I digress. A woman with money management skills is very important for your family's development and growth. A woman that's disciplined and says, hey, fuck that Gucci bag. Why am I giving my hard-earned money to the next motherfucker? Why am I not making my money grow? Why am I not putting it in an account? Why am I not, you know what I'm saying, or investing? Because like I said again, we're going to do this from scratch. Lady T,
What's up?
we're just starting out. We ain't even got a car.
Okay.
What is our plan? How are we going to do this? Are we going to live on post under the BHA and get our checks and put one up until we have enough to go to the car lot? And you go get a fixer-upper?
What's up?
And then after a couple of years, guess what? My wife can do because she had the money management skills and the discipline. She can go to that car lot and they might say, hey, well, Lady T, your credit is not this. Here's 10 cash. Wait a minute, hold on, but your credit ain't shit. But here's 10 cash. I want that one.
What's up?
Here's 20 cash. I want that one. Because the job of these salesmen is to get you in debt. No, to get you in debt.
Yeah.
That's my job.
You're right. But it's my job to get what I want.
Right. The mentality of a salesman is to put you in debt. Because they get financed and they get paid through these banks for you to take out these loans. So the job of them is to put you in debt. So when you come in with badass credit, but you got 20 cash, they confused. Wait a minute, but your credit ain't shit. How did you get this money? You know, don't worry about all that. Here's 20 cash. I want that one. Any ass has been in there? Oh, that's brand new off the lot. That's what I want, baby. Because of the discipline, the sacrifice, the work that was put in. Again, like I told you in the beginning of this live, if I deploy, this is tax-free money that goes into the account. And if we live as a husband and wife, it is not my income, it's not her income, it's ours. And I ain't got to worry when I go to sleep tonight in the trenches over there in Iraq that she go buy another nigga 26-inch rims. Or she couldn't close her legs 20 minutes after I left. Because a lot of these women nowadays are not wives. They are not girlfriends. They are side pieces. These women be walking side pieces. And you men are learning a lot of this shit the hard way. Because you can't tell. Because what the old adage is, Lady T, you can't turn a hoe into what?
Housewife.
No. Because a hoe wants to go to a club. A hoe wants to be seen. A hoe wants to scantily dress out there and let everybody see her asset. A hoe is a bottomless pit that can never be satiated.
And as my mama always said,
Speak up.
ain't nothing open at 3 a.m.
But legs.
but legs.
And we ain't talking about no chicken, baby. Ain't no Popeyes. There ain't no KFC. There ain't no Boston Market. R.I.P. to Boston Market, man. Ladies and gentlemen, in this life, you have to have discipline. You have to be able to sacrifice. Whatever you want is going to come through hard work, determination. Nothing in this life comes for free. That's why it's important to find a woman or a man that's going to be on the same page as you. And women, I'm so tired of hearing that I'm an adult shit. I pay my own bill. You're an adult. I'm so proud of you. Us men, when mama said get the fuck out, we got to do the same thing. So does that make us all independent? All my single ladies. I love this because this is a great example, Lady T. And I'm going to say this shit on live. Beyonce was telling y'all, all my single babies, all my single babies. And then she went home to suck Jay-Z's penis. What are y'all going home to? Your cat? Why are these married women giving y'all such bad advice? Somebody talk to me in the chat though. If I'm hitting on something, somebody tell me something in the chat. If I'm hitting on something, tell me something in the chat. Because this is the strangest shit to me. Y'all are listening to the Beyoncés and all that nonsense, right? Y'all are listening to the Beyoncés and they going home to their husbands. These feminists. Well, you don't need a man and all a man is good for. And then you turn around and see them happily married. Why is that? Is it because they want to make sure they have a pool of men for them when they get ready to leave their husband? And your silly ass fell for the trap. Could that be it? Now, this is my first time really going live on YouTube like this, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the people that's viewing. But like I said, let's get to the nitty gritty of this. In a relationship, a real relationship, not one of these play relationships that you see on social media, where the black girl is talking about white men are so much better, and then end up financing the whole shit on a whole ploy scheme. Remember I told you about that girl that was putting up them white men, talking about, yeah, it's better over here, and then she found out that white man wasn't even working. He ain't had no money. She was paying for everything to try to make him look better than the black man, and we over here like, we don't give a fuck. The whole bottom line is you need a wife that's disciplined, understands money management skills, is not so quick to run out to get the next big luxurious purse, not so easy to hang out with her single friends. A woman that understands that God, family, husband comes first over all the bullshit. A woman that looks past herself, because a woman that looks past herself is going to get rewarded. A woman that is selfless is going to get more. She don't have to ask for that $25,000 ring. Because she's been selfless, doing her part, that man is going to do his part. It's going to feel like, well, she's been holding me down in this. The least I can do is go out here and do this. Because back in the day, women that were women got what they wanted. Regardless. They didn't have to ask for it. When it was our time to show up, we showed up and showed out. Hey, she been rocking with me, so guess what? I'm going to surprise her. I'm going to take her to Roof Chris. Michelin star. I'm going to take her to Chef Ramsay's restaurant out there in Las Vegas. Which, by the way, it's $100 for nothing. And that's starting out. That's what it's about. Being selfless. Looking past yourself. Putting the family first. Let me reward you. What Beyonce say, let me cater to you, like she goes home and sucks JC's penis. Which allegedly he goes and messes with other men. Never mind. We'll leave that alone. Y'all look up towards these sluts. And what are these sluts doing? They're turning around saying, we want to be you. Now, ain't that funny? I'll say that sentence again. A lot of these modern women are growing up looking up to sluts. Cardi B. And the rest of these hoes. And what are they turning around and saying? We want a family and a kid. So they secretly want to be you. So how's this shit working? Well, who is following who? Women are saying they wise but don't even have wifely skills. You don't know how to save. You don't know how to put your family first. You trying to go out there and keep up with the Joneses and ain't got it. You don't understand what life is. You think that shit is supposed to be handed to you. You don't understand that hard work pays off. You're teaching y'all kids to be about material shit because even though you're not saying it out your mouth, the only time they see you smile is when some strange nigga buy you a Birkin bag. So he's growing up to think, well, material things are important. That goose is important. So I'm gonna go out here and rob and steal and kill for it. I say it again. I'm gonna go out here and rob, steal, and kill for it. Because my mama was only happy when a nigga handed her a Gucci bag. Not that the man make the money. There's a lot of things that's wrong with the black community nowadays. And one of them is just the ignorance of money management. We don't know how to save anything. We don't understand what sacrifice what our parents did before us to make sure that we had a good life. You got women telling them this lie that they know they worth, but as soon as a Negro look like he has a bunch of money, they're giving up the cookies for free in the hope of that he's going to give her a lifestyle. Instead of saying, money can't get this box, baby. You got to treat me well. You got to be good to me. And money don't buy that. You got to treat me good. You got to treat me well. Money can't get the box. Money gets you a chance at the box, but it does not get you the box. What's going to get the box is treating me well, having good character, personality, and doing right by me. That's what's going to get the box. Not because I'm a millionaire and I looked at you and you think, well, if I give him a little pussy, he going to come baby. Let me tell you something about men with money. How you doing? Pussy is dime a dozen. It's everywhere. Especially when you women are going after the same type of man. Because you want that dream of having $10,000 a month in your household. $12,000, $15,000. I've seen women go out here and spend $15,000, then turn around and say, I didn't have enough for my bills at home. And I laughed at that silly dumb bitch. You just spent $15,000 on what? Oh, I had to get this purse, this new phone, this new Apple. Because, let me tell y'all another secret. There's a reason why they want to keep a lot of our women single. Because y'all spend copious amounts of money on stupid ass shit. I'll repeat what I said. There's a reason why they keep women single. You're snoring. There's a reason why they want to keep you women single, because they know you spend copious amounts of money on stupid shit. Let me explain the difference between having a husband and not having a husband. Something as simple as an oil change. I go out there, look at the car. Okay, the tires don't need to be rotated. They're still good. You know what I'm saying? The oil light is on. Go to what's the goddamn oil place, change place? Jiffy Lube. We'll say Jiffy Lube, even though I don't fuck with them. Go to Jiffy Lube and get an oil change. Tell them that you want the synthetic. So we ain't got to come back but every 6 to 8 months to get a synthetic oil change. Boom. She goes to the Jiffy Lube, gets the synthetic. They look at the car and tell her some bullshit. Well, your tires need rotating. My husband said that my tires were fine. Change my damn oil. See how she didn't get got for that money? Then she comes home, she tells her husband, hey, they said at Jiffy Lube that I needed my tires rotated. They full of shit. I see the tread on that tire, etc.com. Now let's give the other version without a husband. You're going just to get an oil change. Hey man, why don't you try synthetic? Okay, I'll try synthetic. That's not bad. I can change my oil every 6 to 8 months. Okay, cool. Hey, let's go in there and tell her some bullshit. All right, cool. You need to get your tires rotated. Well, okay. Because, I don't know. I don't have a man with me to say, you full of shit. You don't need those tires rotated. We just got that done. The treading is pretty good on that tire. No, because they know how to take advantage of y'all. Go ahead and rotate them tires. That's what I need. Yeah, also you need a catalytic converter. Because she don't know no better, she gonna spend that money. I'll say it again. Because she don't know no better, because most women don't really know about the cars they drive. They just drive these sons of bitches. Hey, Lady T, you need a catalytic converter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And also, we just changed you to synthetic, but we had a problem, what I'm saying, with your starter. So, it was the starter bolt on there. That's going to cost you $500. You just got. But a lot of these women claim they're educated. Educated towards what? Educated towards what? When it comes to life, y'all as silly as you can be. The difference between why they want women single nowadays is because they know they can get you to spend copious amounts of money on the stupidest of shit. And y'all have proven to spend copious amounts of money on the stupidest of shit. Hey, baby, I want to go get that $30,000 Birkin bag. Baby, what the fuck wrong with you? We saving up to get a house. We're not finna go get no Gucci bag or no shit like that. Cut it out. Let's save up. Let's get this house. Or let's go out, baby. I need a car, so let's go out there and lease that car. Fuck all that. Let's save up some money and get that starter car. I'll see what's wrong with it. We'll get on the road until we can stack our money and get comfortable, and then you can go and get the car that you want. No, I'm gonna go ahead and lease the car. I'm gonna get a $500 goddamn car payment on top of a mortgage, on top of private schools, on top of this, that, and the third, and fruitlessly spend your money, not getting the bang for your buck. Well, I guess I'm talking crazy. They know that you single women are victims. That's how they look at y'all. But when you have a husband that's around, you're not so easily get taken advantage of, because the husband, when he goes with the wife, is gonna be like, listen, a catalytic converter? Let me Google that. Nigga, this car don't even have a catalytic converter. Nigga, try that shit again. But sir, without the catalytic converter, nigga, this car don't have a catalytic converter. Change my fucking oil. Or something go wrong in the house. A toilet. I bet you a majority of you women nowadays, or men, don't know how to lay down a toilet. Don't know that you got to lay down the P-trap, put your bolts on with that shit, put your plumbing on, which all at ECC.com. When you have a husband around, a lot of us are handy. We know how to do shit. Instead of you calling the plumber. The plumber tell you it's a $500 estimate when I walk in the house. They know women spend copious amounts of money. They take advantage of y'all. But y'all are so educated. And that's not a jab. It's not being funny. It's the truth. Like I said, it's something as easy as putting a toilet down. That Negro said he has a $100 fee for just coming out looking at your toilet. Instead of having that husband around to say, okay, I'm going to Home Depot. Let me go grab my P-trap, the bolts, and everything I need to place this toilet down, snatch that old one up, put the new one down. And give you the talking seat that shoots water up your ass. What they call that, a bidet? They call that the bidet? Yeah, they call it a bidet. What, 20-minute job? At tops? But I was a handyman. I worked, what I'm saying, because I went to Job Corps for maintenance. I know how to do a bunch of shit. Plaster walls, all that. Actually, I learned that before I got into Job Corps doing maintenance, because me and my brothers used to fight. Me and my brother used to fight. And I ram his head through a wall. And my mama came home one day and she got sick of it. She said, that motherfucker don't get fixed by the time I get home. I'm getting both of you bitches. So I learned what plaster was, and I learned how to cut drywall. And I made that thing look like it was brand new. And I painted over it. I learned skills because my mother was very strict. My mother, even though she had two boys at the time before we had got our other brother, R.I.P. Leg, was very strict. Didn't play that shit. Neither did my grandmother. I learned how to do drywall. I learned how to plaster. I learned how to change a tire. I learned what I'm supposed to learn at the time. So that way, I would appreciate things more. Nowadays, these women don't know how to teach these men anything. The only thing you know how to teach a man is I can get online and beg. Women had pride to themselves. Women had respect. Women knew that money couldn't buy the box. Women were very cautious on who they had around their kids. etc.com. These were what we call wives. And they just might have just been in a certain situation that just didn't work out. And men picked these women back up, even though they had kids. Why? Because they were an appealing package. Nowadays, when you see a single mother, it's not an appealing package. They don't have any money management skills. They don't know how to be a wife. You have this long list of what you want, but it's nothing that a man with money wants. You're not giving him peace in his home. You are very argumentative. You are very masculine. And then you want a masculine man. No. Masculine men don't deal with masculine women because all we do is fucking fight. After I get done from a long days of work, let's just say I was a welder, an engineer, someone that makes real money. After a long day of work, I don't want to come home and argue with you, bitch. I want to come home, put my feet up, play my video game, and pass out with the controller in my hand. That's it. But see, the reason a lot of these women are leaving marriages nowadays because they're not disciplined. They don't understand about investing in a relationship, and they don't realize that stability that you claim that you want is a very boring and tedious thing. When you get a real entrepreneur, he's working damn near 24/7. He ain't got no time for no date night. He ain't got time to take you to the movies, put you on a yacht. That man is at work. And that man is going to work until that business is flourishing to the point where he can get comfortable and give somebody else the position to take over. Until then, that's a lot of hard work that got to be put in. So where are y'all getting this idea of an entrepreneur? I want an entrepreneur. I want me a businessman. He gonna work hard and we gonna go on 18 dates a week. Bitch, when does he have the time for that shit? You women can do that shit because y'all are doing solo entrepreneurships. These men are running businesses with employees. So technically, no, not technically, by definition, these men are bosses. Not what y'all call boss, working for yourself. These men have employees. And the definition of a boss is a person with employees. Has nothing to do with, I had to fight a spirit to get away from this relationship that was abusive. The fuck is that? Man, you just got yourself out of a fucked up situation. It's nothing to do with being a boss. Or a boss has a determination to get out there, and stand in the paint with any man. That's not a boss. Again, don't know what the fuck you're talking about. A boss is a person with employees. That's what the dictionary said. So all these other definitions of I'm a boss chick because today I decided to pull my pantyhose up through my... No, ma'am. You just decided to pull your pantyhose up. It's not a boss. Again, a boss is just a person with employees that is over people. So let's kill that stupid ass definition of a boss chick. You're not a boss. You're just a chick. Well, I'm in charge of my own life. Well, bitch, so am I. Well, hot damn. Does that make me a boss? No, that makes you stupid. But I digress. You need discipline, money management skills, the ability to sacrifice, to look past yourself, understanding, patience, virtuous women. If I deploy today, I ain't got to worry about the neighbor hitting her from the back. She's checking on me. She's making sure I'm straight. If she gets to the point where she's getting sexually frustrated, let me tell you a secret. Instead of hopping on the next cock carousel and risk getting pregnant, she's using a dildo. Because she got the discipline to hold it down until I get home. And then she's going to do what it do. She's damn near gonna rip my clothes off. These are qualities of a wife. What you Negroes are getting nowadays are qualities of a whore. Like I seen this girl on TikTok. Her man just deployed. 2 weeks later, she's pregnant. Now she's gonna call that man that's in a war zone and tell him she's pregnant. And then you wonder why these soldiers come home, drink something, go to the bar, come home and run her head through the wall. He abused me. It was an abusive relationship. Man, okay, well, what did you do on your part? Huh? Man, what did you do on your part? A man just don't come home and beat bitches like Ike Turner. There was a reason he hit you. What did you do? No. I'm the victim. See, that's what modern women want you to believe. And this is why they're not wives. They want you to believe that they're victims. I've seen this shit all the time because I was in the military. He deployed. Made all this money. He wanted to buy his family a minivan and go traveling and go to Disney World and do stuff with his kids and his family. She done spent all that man's money on her lover's 26-inch rims on his Chevy Impala. He come home, swipe his card, it declined. He said, I know you a motherfucking lie. He swiped that card again at the convenience store. They're trying to put gas in his car. It declined. He checked his motherfucking account, negative $100 and some. He said, I know you a motherfucking lie. He go home and check with her. She packed her shit and then bounced. Because she already know that when he catch her, he gonna have to beat brakes off her. And I don't condone violence, by the way, but this is what happens in the military. When he catch her, he gonna beat brakes off her. You done spent thousands of my dollars tax-free on another Negro. 26-inch rims. What do you think the appropriate response is? The appropriate response for me is beat the shit out you. That's the appropriate response. Because you didn't have no respect for me. You didn't have respect for my household. You didn't have respect for our kids. You had respect for that Negro's 26-inch rims. And I just went over here and damn near died. Could have lost a limb. Could have came home with mental issues, all sorts of shit, for you to spend my money on this Negro's 26-inch rims. I'm going to beat brakes off you. And then you go to court, lie, and they give you the money anyway. The average life of a married soldier. Men are getting tired. Men are seeing through bullshit. Even the men with money are not marrying anymore. Tiana Taylor, why y'all thinking that was a win? That was a loss for y'all. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert was a loss for y'all. Especially if you want the HVM. Because now, as HVMs, we ain't putting your name on shit. You don't get your name put on my lawnmower. You think I'm gonna, well, baby, let's get married. You got plenty. I ain't doing that. We can kick it for eternity. I don't mind that. But I'm not putting your name on shit. Not my insurance policy, nothing. I don't even want your name in my obituary. Ain't that fucked up? You hear me? You heard me, Lady T? Your name don't go on shit. I don't even want your name in my obituary. I want them to say my special friend. Fuck you, bitch. That's how these men are feeling. I don't want your name on an exo sketch. In the house. Better yet, my life insurance policy. But y'all don't understand. Tiana Taylor, that was a loss. Because the wise men have looked at that situation like, we know what you bitches is about. Okay, gotcha. Got it. Understood. Well, baby, I know you got some money and stuff, Can we get married, sign this prenup? I ain't signing no motherfucking prenup with bitch bye. There's plenty of you. What y'all don't understand is that pretty That shit is at Walmart every day. That shit don't impress men no more. Pretty is at Walmart. Pretty is at Safeway. Pretty is at Piggly Wiggly. Pretty is at a gas station. Pretty is up the street. Pretty is next door. Pretty don't mean shit. Because she can be pretty and have zero mind. Be a manipulative gold digging trick. Or you got women nowadays because they found them a trick that think that every man is supposed to treat them like that trick did. Well, my ex nigga, you know what I'm saying, he did such and such, we'll go back to him. I'm not doing that shit. You already showed me that you was community property. What I'm gonna pay extra money for community property? Are you a virgin? No, then stop demanding these prices. Or you got the women after they have kids and that relationship don't work, all of a sudden they want to sew it back up. I'm being celibate now. You know, I'm not having sex until marriage. Well, be single forever. I'm not marrying shit unless I can test the product. Let me let my wife hear that shit. You hear me, wife? They want to sew it up after they done had the kid. All of a sudden, now I'm celibate until marriage now. Listen, I'm not marrying shit unless I can test the product. The fuck do you think this is? That's like me going to the lot. I like this car, but it had a couple issues, but I'm going to buy it without test driving it. Have you lost your motherfucking mind? We are visual creatures, yes, but at the end of the day, if ain't no ass involved, it's not at all. If ain't no ass involved, it's not at all. I want to test what I'm getting into. I want to make sure that the goddamn shit is grade A premium. Because when I get to that goddamn honeymoon and I done waited all this time and your baby daddy been smashing you from the back all this time and bitch you ain't got no walls, you liable to get hurt. You liable to get hurt. I've been waiting for this goddamn sack of wet dope. You got me fucked up. You really do. I did all this bullshit for you and I get into the cooch and it's a bag of wet dope? No, this marriage over with. Then they want to holler, well, all you was about is some coochie. You goddamn right. That's one of the things that we like to do is relaxing after a long day of work to get her to grind and bust a nut. And that bitch a wet bag of dope. Come on, man, cut it out. I don't understand why you women do that. You done got 3 kids, all of a sudden now I'm celibate. Or y'all think that celibacy is the same as abstinence. Celibacy means that I swore off dick. Abstinence, I'm sorry. Ugh. Abstinence means that you ain't doing nothing sexual at all. Playing with a dildo, none of that shit. None of it. You going none mode. So there's a difference between being celibate and abstinent. So glad that we got those definitions out the way. Now let's get back to it. You got 2 kids. What the fuck are you abstinent from? You already have 2 living proofs that are walking around that you were fucking. All of a sudden I get with you, no more fucking? Bitch, have you lost your mind? Again, this is not a wife. This is a whore. She think by holding out on the goodies that it's gonna get her what she wants. And what she gonna end up happening is that she's gonna skip over good men. Because men with common sense gonna be like, what kind of deal is that? You got 2 kids. I'm willing to come in and bypass all that shit. I'm willing to come in and bypass all that shit. And I can't test the product? Your baby daddy's had the product. I can't test the product before we get married? You expect me to? I'm going to your homegirl down the street. And she was ready to give it to me the first time she looked at me. You got me fucked up. Beyonce used to say things like, we're replaceable. So are you. Remember that shit. Irreplaceable. Bitch, you were replaceable. I don't want to hear that shit. She talking about replacing, and what it was, Cardi B and Offset. You don't need no nigga, this and that, all that Puerto Rican shit she was talking. How many times did she run back to Offset? How many times did she run back to Offset, Lady T? About 5 times?
Four,
4 or 5 times? I'm done with Offset. Ladies, you can go out there and get any man you want because all of y'all are bad bitches. And then she go back to Offset. Meanwhile, you done left your husband to come out here with these wolves that's picking bones. What kind of sense does this shit make? They setting you up for the rope-a-dope. You thought that, yeah, she leading the charge. That bitch done left that charge and went back to Offset. Beyonce is at home with Jay-Z and Blue. You are going home to a dildo in a cold sandwich. Yeah. And then what it is now, we want to talk about a career. A career is so fulfilling. You don't need a man, you need a career. And then at the end of the day, these bitches are finding out that it's lonely at that house, ain't it? But my career, my job, my accolades, and these men went beneath my shoe. And that same man you said that's beneath your shoe is married with 2 kids right now, living a life. Meanwhile, you at home eating a cold sandwich, gotta order out from Grill Hood, watching Netflix. Your friends don't want to go out no more because they married. Now all of a sudden, I want a relationship. Ladies, cherish the bonds, the friendship, and the bridges that you have early. I'll say it again. The bonds, the bridges, and the friendships that you have early. Don't be like these new old age bitches now that out here thinking that a career and my education is more important than a relationship because we are social creatures. And then Vivica A. Fox, you trying to find something at 60? And then I know what the women gonna say. Well, what about David Banner? That man got accolades. That man can get any bitch he wants. He's 50 years old. He can go out there and get any bitch he wants. And guess what? There's something that these old bitter bitches forgot to tell you. He can still make kids. He's a HVM. We don't hit our financial stride until goddamn what? Late 30s, late 40s, early 50s. Ma'am, he's in his financial stride. He's good. He's HVM. Women are not. Y'all can't have babies. You can't do this. You can't do that. Menopause. You lose value. And the sisterhood don't want to tell you that at a certain age, women start losing value because y'all, again, are born with your value. Your face card is good. But as you start in the age, your face cards start dropping. Titties start sagging. Shit start falling into places that it ain't supposed to fall. Well, what if I go to the gym? You still can't give me a child. Again, if I'm a high HVM, and you saying why he don't marry someone his age, and he said he wants a family, she can't give me a child. So that automatically puts you out the race. Yes, it's shallow, because women are shallow, but it is what it is. You can't give me a child. You can't let me pass on my legacy. Because there's a difference between female millionaires and male millionaires. Female millionaires seem nowadays, according to the stats, more self-centric. More focused on bags and boats and yachts and travel with the homegirls and wasting their money and then going broke. Male millionaires are more focused on family. The small circle of people that they have around them. Building wealth. Trying to, pass on a legacy. Basically more family-centered, oriented a lot of the times. Female millionaires a lot of the times are more focused on the new Birkin bag came out next week and let's go to a Gucci fucking wasting stupid ass money. Making racists even more money. Gucci came out in the 90s said, I don't like niggas. So did Tommy Hilfiger and a bunch of other designers. What is it? Coach? What is his name? What's the other brand y'all go to? Lady T. Is it Coach? Whatever. These designers in the 90s came out and said basically we don't like niggas and we don't want them wearing our clothes. What did you Negroes do? Hurry up and buy their clothes. Put money into their hands. Instead of doing on what Master P said, putting our minds together and making our own brand of shit, and then supporting them and making sure we don't give them racist sons of bitches another dime. What do this generation do? Run to give them more money. There will be no donations from Gucci. They will never help the black community. They will never help the economic circle, which I'm about to explain. They will never put no money into our neighborhoods, but we support these motherfuckers. And you wonder why people that like me, who ain't materialistic, but I do care about my video games, when I see y'all with this name brand shit, I laugh. Because you're part of the system. You're stupid to me. These people blatantly said we don't like the N-word. Blatantly. And y'all still support them. Still give them money. Still go to their hotels. Still willing, this is fashion. No, what's hot is what we make. I'll say it again. We make things hot. Not because of a name. But as long as we have this dumbass mentality, nothing will ever change. Now, let's put that on the back burner. Back to what I was talking about initially, and I appreciate the people who did come for this live, but I got video games to play. I hope that this live was something that y'all can learn from and not just see a rambling old man, just talking shit. Money management in a relationship, especially if y'all care for each other, is very important. Wise decisions is very important. A selfless woman is very important. A nest egg for a good financial future is very important. Discipline, sacrifice, hard work, striving together, setting goals, very important. If your woman can't wake up with you and y'all can't set a goal together that y'all need to accomplish, that person ain't for you. That person is for themselves. If that person is willing to let you work 200 hours a week, while they sit on their ass and don't even ask you, well, how's your day and how you feeling after a long, hard days of work, or you getting ready to go back to work, that is not a woman for you. That is a selfish woman. Because a wife would be like, you're not going to work all these fucking hours. You're not going to put that strain, wear, and tear on your body. A real wife cares about her husband. I'll say it again. A real so-called wife cares about her husband. Why would she want her husband working damn near 100-some hours a week? Putting strain, wear, tear on his body. Might even been cutting years off his life to make sure that you can get the next Gucci bag tomorrow. That's not a wife. That's a bitch that want to keep up with the Joneses. That is not what you need nowadays. Stop falling for the pretty face and the fat ass. Learn how to choose by personality, character. I'd rather have a plain Jane than a baddie that's going to drain me of all my resources. And don't give a there's no soul in between those eyes. Nothing. There's nothing in between those eyes. I seen a woman that was so felt the only thing she knew was money. And that man laughed and pushed her out the car. Start judging off of how well they treat you, fellas. Not off of how good she looked. I seen women that were absolutely gorgeous and they're fucking demons. I've seen women that ain't the prettiest, but goddamn got a cock full of gold. But I used to say, why, there's gold in their ears. She got a cock full of gold and her mouthpiece is on point. Was better than anything. Never mind. Let's not go to that. All I'm saying is the same thing my mama used to tell me. Everything that glitter ain't gold. If you men understood that shit, y'all wouldn't be falling for that trap shit while these bitches are tricking y'all out y'all money in the NFL. Because the only thing these bitches want, if you are an athlete or an entertainer, is your seed. Then they pass around this lie. Oh, we begin life. No, you don't. Life is in our balls. Every time a Negro watches a porn and flushes something down the toilet, a couple million kids just went down the drain. You have an egg. Know the difference. I'll say it again. When that man watched porn and flushed the toilet, a couple million kids just went down the drain. You have an egg. Know the difference. Conception does not start with you, bitch. I just hope that this live was entertaining. I hope that y'all got some info. I hope that y'all understand that money management skills are important. Y'all have a good one. I got video games to play.